So based on the previous calculation, so we have this xk equal to 0 until 3 based on the even function g, the Tudor factor, and the odd function. So we substitute all these values into this equation, and we have this one. Okay, this is for x0, x1, x2, and x3. So for even function, we note that this function is alternate between positive and negative, and this one is based on the wk function. This is positive 1, this is negative j, this is negative 1, and this is positive j. And this is based on the even function hk. This is based on the this is based on the odd function hk, and this is based on the even function gk. So we have 4-point DFT for xn n equal to 0 until 3, and it produces xk from 0 until 3. So based on this function xn x0 until x3, so we divided into even, the radix to even, x0 and x2, the even function, and also radix to odd for x1 and x3. And then after we divide, we conquer based on the each equation described in the signal flow graph in terms of butterfly concept. So this value is based on this one, and this is based on the even function. This is the Tudor factor between wk and also odd function. So the next one, okay, we start the butterfly signal flow graph. This representing even function, and this is for odd function. And based on this part, this is x0, okay, plus, okay, plus this is x2, okay, this is x0, okay, from here is x2, so plus x0 plus x2, which is equal to g0, and this is equal to g2. The next one is, this one is x0, okay, with this gain negative 1, so this is minus x2, so x0 minus x2, which is equal to g1 and g2. So for odd function, this is x1 plus x3, and for this point, this is x1 plus negative x3, so x3 multiplied with this gain becomes negative x3, so x1 plus negative x3, or x1 minus x3 at this point. And then this function, okay, x1 plus x3 will multiply with this gain positive 1, while this function x1 minus x3 will multiply with this one. Okay, so based on this one, at this point, this is x0 plus x2 plus, okay, this one plus x1 plus x3. So at this point is x0 plus x2 from this one, okay, plus this one, this function, okay, this function which is x1 plus x2. Okay, this is for x0. The next one for x1, so from this one, x0 minus x2, okay, this part, okay, plus this function, okay, this function will be multiplied with negative j, so we have negative j here, okay, this negative j multiplied with this function x1 minus x3 at this point, okay, so this line for this even function plus, okay, this function multiplied with negative j for this line, from this line, okay, so we have this one as the odd function based on the Tudor factor. So the next one for x2, this point will be, this signal, this function will be multiplied with 1, and then again with the next one is multiplied with -1. So we have this point here, okay, -1, negative, multiply with this function x1 plus x3. So at this point also contributed by this line, which is x0 plus x2, this one, minus, because of this one, -1, multiply this function, multiply with this signal, x1 plus x3. The next one, okay, this signal will be multiplied with -1. So this x3 is equal to, from this one, okay, x0 minus x2, okay, this even function, -1 because it's, this function is already multiplied with this one. So sorry, okay, this one -j multiplied with -1, so you have positive j. So this function positive j multiply with this x1 minus x3 from odd function. So this is the butterfly signal flow for 4-point FFT based on radix for FFT algorithm concept.